Thanks very much, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here to present the projects of Surefire. We have three significant projects, but as we're a battery mineral-focused conference, I'll be talking about our flagship project, which is the Victory Bore Vanadium project. A bit about my background. Before joining Surefire, I was 16 years with T&G, where I took the company from a 6 million market cap up to a maximum of 180 million market cap, and in the process developed a significant experience within the vanadium sector, and also with developing a key process for unique processing of vanadium called Tivan. Now, with our deposit, we intend to take this through as far as we can, being a small company, and I can see great potential with my experience from seeing what this resource has, considering its differences to other resources within the country. So I'll run through the Victory Bore deposit. A little about the corporate summary of the company at the moment. Just focus on the share price. We have three major projects, and it's not reflected at all in our share price. Now, this is a historical thing. The company has not really been marketing. It's been flying under the radar. And the team that I've joined have done a fantastic job on the smell of an oily rag, really, getting these deposits up to the stages that they have. And I think we can see significant value in the future in these projects. We've got an experienced board and team, great depth of experience across the corporate sector, mining engineer, corporate, retail, and also extensive experience on ASX-listed companies. As a snapshot, I know that with vanadium deposits, it's all about size, grade, and location. And we are extremely well located, being about 400 kilometres to the east of Geraldton Port. We also have a very large resource. We've got measured, indicated, and inferred up to a total of over 1.5 billion tonnes. It's a long, contiguous stretch of outcropping vanadium-bearing magnetite, and it extends for over 25 kilometres. What we have is a high-grade magnetite within the vanadium content within the magnetite. The concentrate grade's up to 1.43%. It gets over that as well. This is one of the highest grades within the country. We have excellent vanadium recoveries, and the key with vanadium resources is not the actual in-ground grade, it's the actual recovery you can get from your concentrate. Our focus will be on the vanadium battery sector, because this is an emerging sector and one that I'm extremely bullish about, and I'll reflect on that a bit later. We have good infrastructure close by. We're in a pre-feasibility study status at the moment of the project. We have off-take discussions already commenced, and in addition, we have a very, very exciting potential to produce high-purity alumina from the waste rock of this deposit. More on that a bit later. If we look at our two licenses that cover the long strike length of this, the high vanadium-bearing deposit, it's over 20 kilometres, which makes it one of the largest deposits in the world, particularly one that's located as well as ours is. PFS stage, we've got a section there that shows you the lenses, the thick lenses of vanadium-bearing magnetite, within which, bounding which is the high aluminium content, up to 31% in the surrounding rock. That's an anorthosite, and this is a remarkable rock type that has a high aluminium content. So where we see vanadium, high vanadium, we get low aluminium. Where we see low vanadium, we get very high aluminium, and that gives us the potential to produce an aluminium product as well as our vanadium product. High purity alumina is used in a lot of high-tech uses at the moment, CO2 emissions, LED replacements in particular. The market is relatively small at the moment, but growing in demand. And this is what excites us, is that the demand has yet to really been noticed, and there are very few producers around producing high purity alumina. It sells for a remarkable $20,000 plus per tonne, very similar to the vanadium price. So it gives us a double commodity product from a single resource. We've recently commissioned a study with Lava Blue, who are a very experienced research group in Brisbane, also with the Queensland University of Technology. They have a proprietary process for extracting alumina from a variety of feedstocks. So we're looking forward to results of that work, where we expect to have very high grade 4N or plus HPA. I mentioned our focus is on vanadium redox batteries. We've been talking about, or I have for many, many years, and it has been noticed in the vanadium industry. There's been talked about vanadium redox batteries for many years. And there was always a cynicism, I think, about whether or not these were actually going to get off the ground. Well, it's finally arrived. We're here. We know now that China has the advantage on all of the Western countries in producing these vanadium redox batteries. They're producing many, many large, very large, 100 megawatt size vanadium redox batteries. As this rollout continues, there's going to be a structural deficit in the supply demand for the available vanadium. So the output vanadium is extremely strong. We know that vanadium redox batteries are the key for the large storage in the alternative energy drive. So I think we're going to see a very strong rollout of these in the near future. We have plans ourselves in Surefire for bringing these batteries into Australia for remote sites, and we look forward to providing some more news update on that in due course. So the next steps for the company, focusing on the flagship vanadium, Victory Bore Vanadium project, is we're going to complete the PFS. We expect some very strong results given the work that's been done to date, both the scoping study and all the metallurgical results. We give us a very, very strong vanadium concentrate, a very strong recovery from vanadium, and a very clean vanadium concentrate. We will progress our vanadium redox battery strategy, which we expect to provide a very strong news flow for. I mentioned with some offtake discussions have already commenced with some potentially offshore parties. And as I suggested as well, the HPA potential is looking very promising for this deposit. So the key points for my brief presentation on Victory Bore for you is that we're developing one of the largest vanadium deposits in the country. It's very high grade. We have over 3 billion pounds of contained vanadium. So I'll let you ponder on that. As the vanadium redox battery industry grows, the forecasts from people that went to the recent Chengdu Vanadium Conference in China is that there won't be enough vanadium that's been produced at the moment to satisfy just the vanadium redox battery demand. We have battery-grade vanadium and we have HPA, both of which are critical minerals for the future of the alternative energy sector. All of our licenses are 100% owned. Good location, which is key for advancement. And lastly, it's quite obvious that the value of this resource is not in our share price at the moment. And so therein lies an investor opportunity. So thank you very much for a brief overview of our project. And I'll be happy to answer any questions at the booth or over some drinks later. Thank you.